What's up, YouTube? Today, or I don't know if this video will be uploaded on the day that another video is uploaded, but anyway, right now, Battlin Boxers. So, you want to fight? I guess we will be doing a deck profile of this thing, which, the main point of this deck is you summon a bunch of warriors that are level 4, that say Battlin Boxer in their name, and then you make this guy, Yugioh, who essentially just can't be destroyed, or when he gets destroyed, or would be destroyed, goes up to 3,000, you detach material, then he goes up to 3,800, detach material. So he's 3,800, and you just make him with 2 level 4s, which is pretty good. Main weakness is Compulse and Deprison. Other than that, or Big Eye. Other than that, this deck has no issues really. Or like skill drain, whatever. It's an effect-based deck. So let's get into the profile. I guess I will have to explain shit because this deck isn't really that huge, but you guys really seem to enjoy when I do like weird decks, so hopefully I can continue that. Like the Constellars, the Hazy Flames, etc. I do have another ninja deck profile. If you guys want to see that, leave a comment below. So anyway, we've got Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter, who, he's like a Blizzard, but with a 1500 body, and you can only exceed into your Battlin Boxer guy, or just special summon a monster and swing. But he's like quick damage, he's really good. I mean, he's a free monster, and then he makes essentially one card Yugioh. He's a one card play, which is he's probably one of the best Battlin Boxers in this set, or in this like group. You know, Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy brought him out. Next we've got what is this guy? Battlin Boxer Headgeared, who is a Foolish Burial who cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. Sounds pretty good, probably because it is. But he's only 1,000 attack, 18 defense. You use his Foolish Burial effect coming up, I'll show you. You know, it's really important for triggering one of your monster effects. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much all I got to say about him. Next up, for the next monster, we've got Battlin Boxer Sparer, who is a Keyzon, but you can't use your battle phase if you special summon him that way. Of course, if you special summon 2 of them, doesn't really matter. Still don't get your battle phase. He is 12 in the penis, 14 in the ass, and he essentially, if you can normal summon this guy, pitch your cards to the grave, then you just special summon this guy, you have a 2-card Yugioh, still good. Any way you can get Yugioh on board is good. I'm actually a really big fan of this deck, and if it can keep up, I would play it. Your next guy is Battlin Boxer Glassjaw. He's 2,000 attack, but anytime he's targeted, he's got like a Utopia effect. He can't really negate it, he just gets destroyed instantly so they can redeclare. But when he is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, himself, this guy, detached for Yugioh, then you can add a Battlin Boxer back to your hand. And the main ones you add back to your hand are obviously these 2, the good ones. So I really only thought it was worth running 2, just because you don't need him that bad. But he's good when you have him. You can also normal summon and beat over shit, which is cool. So 2 of those, just because you usually like search them out, you don't really need more. And then the last Battlin Boxer we play is 3 Counterpunch, who is the Kalute, sorry. Except he's 1,000 attack, but you can banish him from the grave or from your hand to get his effect off. So namely what you do is you can send him to the grave with this guy, so he's like almost like searchable Kalute, except you have like dozens of ways to search him. You can send him to the grave that way, and the only problem with him is he's level 3, so he really has no other synergy with the deck other than boosting them up. But you can send him to the graveyard one other way, which is probably the most preferable way, and that is with the 3 blasters you run. So ideally, you've got one of each of these in your hand, and you just dump a blaster in this guy, pop a card, and then you can boost anything by 1,000. And they don't have to be attacking a monster, they just have to be being attacked or attack. And then blaster, obviously good. Whole deck is fire, so blaster puts in work here. And then the last two monsters are 2 effect veilers, because this deck doesn't really need Max C to win, because it doesn't really draw into anything good. It just needs to have veilers stop the big eye, to stop, I don't know, there's just a lot of effects, like, namely big eye though, and then priest it. Like, you don't want shit going off. You don't want shit hitting the fan, and Veiler is more preemptive than Max C in my opinion. So, for this deck, I chose Veiler. For most decks, I choose Max C. Special circumstances here. Spells, I play 2 Duality, just because, like, consistency issues. I know that makes it difficult for this deck to keep up, because sometimes it makes it difficult to make first turn lead yoke, but I don't want to play, like, Upstart Goblins or One Day Apiece or anything like that, just to draw into cards. And this card's good, if you draw late game when you have a lead yoke on the field, you can just activate this, maybe get a free monster, search a blaster, whatever. I don't know, but yeah, 2 Duality. Then we got 2 Lance to protect your lead yoke from those fucking compulses. Protect him from the skill drain, random bullshit. Compulse just for protection, because I don't run MST anymore. And then we've got the 4 one-ofs. Monster Reaver 1, Heavy Storm, Reinforcement of the Army, Foolish Burial. These 2 I feel like are obvious, although Heavy Storm, I don't know, based on my meta, even then, I would probably still run Heavy Storm, because you need to get your card effects off. Rhoda, obvious, they're all warriors. And then Foolish Burial is again for this guy. Foolish Burial is a card effect, so when he's sent, Foolish Burial is essentially a search from the grave. So you don't neg with it, so it's worth playing. So that's it for the spells. I think it's like 7 or 8 spells. I don't know. There was 19 monsters, and then I think the deck is 41, because I forgot to include Foolish Burial up until right when this video was going on. So for traps, I run 14 of them, I think, and it's just like a random mishmash of traps. It kind of looks like last format with types of traps I'm playing, but we've got the Solemns, Torrentials. This deck loves Torrential, because if you Torrential this guy, he just detaches a material. So 2 of those. 3 Compulse, because it's just like good against the meta right now, and yeah, Ophion's bigger than your lead yoke, so it's good to get rid of him. Then we've got 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. Still playing Bottomless. I mean, I'm still playing Mirror Force too, just because I have the room. And I didn't really want to play Imperial Iron Wall with my blasters, so Mirror Force seemed good. The best first turn play you can have is this trap card and lead yoke, because the only way they get rid of this is by getting rid of this card, so they have to 1-for-1. Any intelligent player will, if you have like an additional set card, any intelligent player would like MST this set card, so that Vanities also goes. But he can't be destroyed by card effects. So there's no way to get him from the field to the graveyard, really. Or it's really difficult, because materials don't count as being on the field. So you essentially can get this guy up to 3,800 before they can get rid of Vanity's emptiness. So you just literally, all you need to do is set Vanities and this guy, and you're done with your first turn. And then the last trap we play is Starlight Road, because I run 14 traps. Even though there's not that much like Dark Hole or Torrential, like random shit like that going around, I just can't lose like to Heavy Storm or anything. Like I can't afford to. I'd rather have a dead trap than lose to that kind of bullshit. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And I definitely don't run Starlight Road in every deck, it's just like this deck needs it, I guess. Or like against Evil Swarms, they always torrential me before I make lead yoke, so it's like, fuck. Extra deck though, we've got, this should be pretty obvious, 3 of our boss monster. 3! Because we want him to get out on the field and then stay like big as fuck. But they get rid of him a lot. They deep prison him, they compulse, compulse doesn't really matter, but they find ways to get rid of him. Or I've had him big-eyed, so I have to crash my own into it and then just like continuously get rid of theirs. Because if they big-eye it, you still have this thing to boost your guy up. So they're still not getting rid of your lead yoke. So 3 of those. Then we run other rank 4s, Excalibur, that should seem pretty normal. Dagusto Emerald, I'm kind of iffy on it. It should probably be a Lavable chain for sending Glassjaw to the grave, but whatever. Papillon Operative, just like standard rank 4s. Diamond Direwolf, get rid of Decrees. Gemini Pearl for Evil Swarms. Black Ship of Corn, Gaga Cowboy, Dweller, Shockmaster, who I've been making actually a lot more lately, and Maestroke. So that's it for the rank 4s. Should seem pretty normal, I guess, other than that. And then I run 2 Synchros. Starlight Road makes Stardust, obviously. And then Crimson Blader, he's a fire, so he has synergy with the deck for removing for Blaster. And then also, if you summon Blaster and normal summon Veiler, you can win the Dragon matchup. So that seemed worth maining him to me. There are probably some other rank 4s I could play, but I don't know. Crimson Blader just seemed worth it to play. So that is it for this deck profile. My Battlin Boxers. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see some more weirdish deck profiles, you should definitely leave a comment down below. Give me some likes. Hopefully this channel will keep growing, and I will see you guys next time.